Tesla seems to be inching closer to making an official debut in India after it was recently granted a permission to manufacture or import 4 models in the South Asian nation. On top of that, Tesla reportedly received support for import duty reductions in the country. Tesla recently received support from the Indian Union Road Transport Minister Nitin Gadkari, who is considering sharp import tax cuts for the automaker to test the demand for its EVs, following reports that the company is lining up supplier deals that will allow it to manufacture and sell its cars in India for the first time in its 18-year history. The electric car maker has also been authorized to import 4 models into the country. According to a recent report by the Indian media outlet Economic Times, Tesla is tied up with several Indian auto component suppliers such as Sona Comstar, Sandhar Technologies and Bharat Forge for the supply of various automotive parts. If the deal proves successful, these 3 companies will supply Tesla with electrical and mechanical components like windshields, power seats, differential brakes, sub-assemblies, gears, instrument panels, and other car parts. Over the past month, Tesla, along with other automakers including Daimler, Volkswagen, and Hyundai, have been leading a lobbying effort for India's government to slash import duties on EVs to as low as 40%. However, Tesla's efforts have been fruitless as the local government is extremely protective of its domestic companies. Due to unfavorable conditions and high import duties that almost double the cost of imported vehicles in the market, Tesla has not been able to enter the Indian market. Moreover, domestic auto companies, including Tata Motors, have slowed down Tesla's efforts by fighting against its proposal to have EV import duties slashed. Tata Motors Chief Financial Officer Mr. Balaji stated during the company's earnings call in July that India's government should not cut import duties on EVs but proceed with the existing EV subsidy plan. Earlier this year, the company made a notable move in the country when it incorporated an Indian company in Bengaluru. By that time, there had been a clear indication that the electric automaker Tesla was looking to establish a local manufacturing plant which would help the company to get around the high import duties. Recently, however, Tesla's chief executive officer, Elon Musk, changed his tune on building a local manufacturing plant in the country. Mr. Musk said that Tesla would first test the waters by importing electric vehicles, and if successful enough, it would decide to build a Gigafactory in the country. Now, the electric car maker is receiving support from Nitin Gadkari, who is lobbying for lower import duties on imported electric vehicles and luxury cars. There are also reports that India's Finance and Commerce Ministries, federal think tank Niti Aayog, and the country's Prime Minister Narendra Modi are in talks to reduce the tax rate to 40% from the current 60% of import duties. The 40% import duty only applies to imported EVs, which are valued below $40,000, including insurance, freight, and car's cost. For imported electric cars with starting prices above $40,000, the government is also looking at cutting the tax rate. Those make up a significant number of imported cars currently unaffordable for the majority of Indian citizens. While both India's Commerce and Finance ministries did not immediately provide comments as the discussions are still private, one official said, "We haven't firmed up the reduction in duties yet, but there are discussions that are ongoing." Another official said that since the import duty cuts are being applied to electric cars and not imported gasoline-powered cars, it should not be a concern for local auto manufacturers. Even so, India is considering a cut on import duties as long as Tesla and other automakers can bring some benefits to the domestic economy. As India's Economic Times reports, the government wants Tesla to manufacture EVs locally. It is important to recognize India as the world's 5th largest car market. The country boasts an annual sale of around 3 million units of cars, but a larger percentage of cars sold have a price tag of less than $20,000. According to industry estimates, the electric cars only make up a fraction of the total sales, whereas the percentage of luxury EVs is minuscule. This means the Teslas and other imported luxury cars from Mercedes, Audi and Jaguar Land Rover would fall into the high-end EV category, which accounts for negligible sales. Initially, Tesla, in its pitch to the government, argued that slashing import duties on electric cars to 40% would make EVs budget-friendly and increase sales. Tesla EVs would also help reduce air pollution in a country that's battling with serious emissions from industries and fossil-powered cars. 4 Tesla vehicles have been certified as being roadworthy in India, according to the country's Ministry of Road Transport and Highways. The 4 vehicles that are reported to have been approved could be 2 variants of the Tesla Model 3 and 2 variants of the Model Y SUV. The tests ensure the vehicle matches the requirements of the Indian market in terms of emission and safety and roadworthiness, the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways wrote in its recent post. While Tesla has not confirmed this information, its entry-level sedan, the Tesla Model 3, was recently spotted in camouflage in Maharashtra. Moreover, as per a filing with the Registrar of Companies, the company has registered its name under Tesla India Motors in Karnataka. Simultaneously, a source familiar with the Indian government's thinking has noted that there was an awareness that an electric automaker like Tesla can make EVs more popular in the country, which is lagging behind several other automobile markets in electric car sales. According to the same source, the Indian government is looking for the best way to address this, and they want to see some economic benefits. Dropping import duties is not a problem, as a small fraction of EVs are imported in the country, but we need some economic benefits out of it. We also need to balance the concerns of the local automakers, an Indian official noted. Taking into account the fact that electric vehicles account for only 1% of India's annual car sales, and Tesla cars are relatively expensive compared to fossil-powered vehicles, gaining a foothold in the country's vehicle market won't be a walk in the park for electric vehicle makers like Tesla. Fewer EV charging infrastructure elements and lack of incentives for startups looking to develop EVs are some of the main reasons why India is still behind when it comes to electric vehicles. India's unfavorable tax regime is another obstacle. In July, CEO of Tesla, Elon Musk, wrote in one of his posts on Twitter that import duties in the country are among the highest worldwide. The tax in India is extremely high because the country treats EV the same way as ICEs, which does not match with its climate goals. In order for Tesla to have a seamless entry in India, it will first need to set up a small market in the country, install and deploy supercharger stations and service centers, and if response to its electric cars is positive, decide to set up a local factory. This is pretty much exactly what happened in China with Gigafactory Shanghai, which is now the company's primary export hub. It's worth noting that Tesla Electric in India will face stiff competition from other brands such as the Tata Nexon EV, Tiger EV, the Audi e-tron, the MG ZS EV, and the automakers like Mercedes-Benz, Hyundai Motor India Ltd, Jaguar, Volkswagen AG, Mahindra Ltd, and so on and so forth. With 3 Indian auto component makers evidently in talks with the California-based vehicle maker, the company is approved to build or import 4 of its several models. Some Teslas spotted performing tests in India, along with some vehicles being certified as roadworthy, and now support from Gadkari, the country's transport minister. Tesla may be just months away from importing its EVs or building a new Gigafactory in India. Tesla has yet to make an official statement regarding its potential as a domestic automaker in India, but the outspoken CEO has dropped hints about the possibility for the past years. Elon Musk has noted that his car company would be willing to set up a permanent base in the country only after testing the waters through imports. Make sure to check out one of the videos shown on your screen right now. We post videos daily, so feel free to subscribe and stay up to date on all most recent news and updates.